team. Thanks everyone for joining. So we appreciate you joining us. So today we will cover on some of the critical things in terms of increasing the conversions, especially from our website traffic. So we'll quickly, before we jump into the call, we'll quickly, introduce our company. So this Bik, we are an all-in-one e-commerce platform where we take care of your marketing and support functions across Instagram, WhatsApp, email, and SMS. We are a VC-funded company backed by Sequoia and YC, and we are an official Meta partner. And we work very closely with Shopify, and we've been a Shopify Spotlight partner as well. So today the agenda is very crisp. We have 3 topics to cover. One is how can we have personalized discount codes to increase our AOV? Then how do we use limited time offers to have a FOMO element to increase conversions? And the third part is around winning back our old customers. So this is the agenda for the webinar. And the way this webinar will go about is first we'll go through the deck, and practically we will see how to implement it on our platform. And the last part will be for Q&As. If there are any questions, we'll be happy to answer. So firstly, when we look at what customers are looking for from D2C brands and e-commerce brands, they are looking for 3 key things. One is they want to have communication access with the platform. So this becomes very critical from a loyalty and from a trust factor. So it's extremely important that brands are accessible to their customers and prospects. Second is they are looking at personalized interactions. So they're not looking at static chatbots which are going in loop, etc. So they want something personalized. And similarly, they are looking for engaging promotions and offers. Now, as we are aware, whether it is Amazon sale or it is Flipkart's Big Billion Day sale, it is all about offers and promotions. So when we are looking at it from an e-commerce or brand's perspective, we want to see how the same or similar experience can be shared with your customers. So before we jump in directly into the agenda of today's session, which revolves around discounts, we'll look at it from a customer lifecycle perspective. So before a customer ends up in making a purchase, he or she is going through a journey where there is awareness about the brand. Then they are discovering what products or what services they would like. Then they are doing a consideration of should we purchase, is the discount good? They are evaluating between different choices, different marketplaces that's available. Then there is a purchase. After that, we have post-purchase journey, and we need to look at re-engagement to increase the lifetime value. This is a very, very high level overview of the customer journey in this D2C experience. Now, coming specifically, we can, from a promotions perspective, we can look at having hyper-personalized promotions across different channels of communication. Similarly, from a lead gen perspective, we can look at having your CAC, especially which is meta ads driven CAC, can be lowered or optimized by feeding it data based on your champion customers. Similarly, from a consultative selling perspective, so let's say if you're a cosmetic brand, or if you're an apparel brand, and where there is a lot of considerations before making an end purchase, if you're looking at having consultative sales where you're helping the customer in choosing the right product, then we need some either your real-time agent should have access to talk to that customer directly, or you need AI assisted consultative selling. Then of course, once that discovery and consideration stage has happened, but the purchase is not closed, there will be some customers stuck at the browse abandonment or added to carts or abandoned checkout level. So how do we nudge those customers to completing their purchase is another piece. And of course, today we are in the social age, so young generation prefer brands to be available on Instagram and WhatsApp, and that's one channel that definitely needs to be leveraged. And from a post-purchase and re-engagement perspective, we can look at it from a fulfillment communication or a re-engagement perspective. Again, from a re-engagement perspective, we can segment our customers based on critical factors like what's the recency of a purchase, what's the frequency, how frequently is a customer purchasing from our website, and what's the order value that this customer usually makes a purchase. So based on these three, we can have different segments, different cohorts of our own customers, and basis that we can have different strategies for them. Now we will quickly dive into the topic core agenda, I would say. So we are looking at having personalized discounts at scale to improve AOV. So what do we mean by that? We are covering three parts here. One is we are having a tiered based discount structure based on the cart value. So if we saw before a customer closes a purchase, they could be stuck somewhere in this bucket of they could be a PDP drop off, or they could have added products to cart but they have not checked out, or they can go to the checkout and drop off. Now, let's say we want to nudge, all the brands, all of us want higher cart values, right? So here, what can be done is based on the cart value, we can have different discount percentage slabs. So higher the cart value, higher is going to be the discount code. And of course, all these codes are one time, and all these conditions can be, structured in while building this code. So there is no misuse of code. So for example, let's say if we want 30% off above 10,000 cart value, that will work only once for that customer, and it will work only if the cart value is greater than 10,000. So this is one good way to increase the AOV. Second is we can have bundled offers. Now, a lot of brands typically have a series of collections or a bundle of collections. So we can have specific discount codes for a bundle of your products. And again, this discount code will be applicable only for that particular bundle. And we can do this across different bundles. And we can also do it, buy X, get Y, that kind of discount codes also here. And the last part of personalized discounted scale is to have limited time upsell discounts. For example, let's say someone has already made a purchase, but we are giving that particular customer another coupon code to make an incremental purchase. So this is also something that is possible to increase the AOV. So the first theme here that we discussed is around AOVs. The second part of the agenda is around creating FOMO with limited time discounts. So this can happen in two ways. One is we could use countdown timers. Now, if you see where we left the last slide is with limited time upsell discounts, and here we are picking up with countdown timers. So the difference between the two is, let's say we are running a Diwali sale. Now, Diwali, we have a specific date, and that is universal, right? Now, this discount code will be applicable only for that particular date. But when we have a limited time upsell discount, the time for this discount code starts from when the customer received the discount. So let's say we are talking about a discount voucher which is available for 24 hours. So I might have received this discount at 9 a.m. So for me, this discount will be valid till the next day's 9 a.m. But if someone else has received it at 12 p.m., it will be valid till next day's 12 p.m. So this is relative, and this is dependent on when the user has received the discount. But in case of these countdown timers, it is a static code with a static time period. Similarly, there are a lot of brands where their stocks, really go out soon. So here we can have automated journey setup where customers can, request for notification whenever the product is available, and automatically they will be notified across channels, uh, so that they are aware that products are back in stock. And the last piece in this particular topic is for exclusive early access. Again, here the idea is, uh, we are combining two different things. One is we are creating cohorts of your most important, most loyal customers, and we want to, have discounts for them, go out before everybody else. So that is the idea here. Now, the last part of the, this theory piece is winning back old customers. So how do we win back old customers? So we have three key topics here. So one is we are looking at having re-engagement campaigns. Let's say I placed an order 6 months back, but I have not yet placed any order since then. So how do I win back that particular customer? So we can have automated journeys and flows where they receive personalized discounts, or they receive static discount codes, which will be sent to them automatically after this expiry of that period, whether it is 6 months or 8 months, however we would want to define. We can define it basis our product restock cycles. Similarly, we can have customized product recommendations. Now, let's say again, if we take a cosmetic brand as an example, so somebody has bought skincare products and we are launching a new skincare range. We can have a coupon code which also feels personal. For example, if the customer's name is Neha in that, we can have a coupon code with Neha something, so that the user also feels very personalized. And of course, this is all automated, and this can be sent at scale. And we are also looking at special occasion offers. So whether it is, let's say, anniversary, for example, let's say someone made a purchase on your, someone joined your brand 1 year back, right? We want to make them feel special for joining your brand. So after 1 year completion, we can have an automated discount code sent to that user at the end of 1 year. Similarly, this can either be a personalized code for them, or it can be a static code which can be applicable across customers. So this is the theory piece of what can be done during the sales season. Now we'll also look at it from how to practically set this up on let's say a platform like ours. Now let's say uh, this is what we discussed in the beginning, that we can have tiered based discounts, right? So here this is a very simple um, journey where we are looking to give 30% off for cart values greater than 10,000. So similarly, if a user is placing somewhere between 5 to 10K, we are giving them a 20% off. And if it's less than 5,000, we are giving them a 5% off. Again, this is a structure, but we can play around with all these values. We can change this. We can tweak this. This can be an add to cart event, or it can even be a browse abandonment. So we can use any of the cart values, but this is the idea. Higher the cart value, we want to give higher discounts. Similarly, so next we spoke about bundled discounts, right? So in bundled discounts, we can have, of course, we can have dynamic discounts uh, for specific collections. So here, since we're talking about bundled discounts, we are saying that these discount codes will be applicable only for specific collections. We can choose, any collection that we want. This is our test store. So these are some, collections there. But only when this collection is chosen by the customer, they will get this discount code. And we can also set what will be the expiration for that particular discount code. So once this is set, of course, that customer would receive this particular discount code if they are satisfying this bundle. Similarly, we are looking at lifetime limited time offers, right? So in limited time offers, we can do it in two ways. So in the first example that we discussed, where I received the code at 9 a.m., I want this to expire after next day 9 a.m. So here we are saying that this will expire based on the time that we have sent the code. So that is the setting that we have here. Now this can be set up while setting the discount code here. So I'll just show you. So we are saying that we will make an expiry of this code after 1 day. So we can, change it to 3 days, 5 days, whatever we want. But the idea is this: we have a code which is valid only for a certain time period, and this time period is calculated uniquely for each customer. So that's the idea with this LTO journey. Similarly, in this case, what happens is this is a static journey. Now, in our example that we discussed earlier, Diwali is on a certain particular date, and let's say we want that expiry for that particular date. So it can be, let's say, midnight, 12 a.m. of October 5th or whatever. So this particular coupon will expire on this particular day. And since we are using WhatsApp in this case, that coupon code will get grayed out after that particular period. So beyond that, they can't copy the code, and it will not be available on Shopify as well. Now this is the out of stock journey, and here again we can have a lot of permutations and combinations. So for example, we can set minimum inventory value of when we need to trigger this journey. How many customers should it reach? Because we don't want to end up in a situation where, let's say there's a high demand for the product, and our, if a lot of customers have reached out, it will look really, not professional that we've told that the product is in stock, and when they come back, they see it is out of stock again. So that's why we can also limit the number of customers that we can reach out to for restock journeys. And we can also, wait and resend after a particular date. And this can happen for customers who have, high intent, meaning they have clicked on that particular notification saying notify me. Or we can also send it to people who have viewed out of stock products and they dropped off without giving any, notification requirement. But basis their product viewed event, we can also have this journey go out. So this is the back in stock notification. Now, coming to early access, again, we are looking at, let's say, some special dates like, when did this user first order? Now, this is the example that we looked at. Let's say someone who's completed 1 year with the brand, we want to share exclusive coupon codes with them. So this is the journey for that. So like this, we can also play around with different, whether it can be customer total order value or last order date. We can tweak the journey. So this last order date, it will look something like a win back journey. So if they have not ordered with us, let's say for last 6 months, we can send out a, this different code. Or let's say if their customer a total order value is greater than, let's say, 20,000 rupees, then we want to give exclusive discount codes for them. So all of these permutations combination is kind of possible. So yeah, team, I think we have last few minutes left. So if there are any questions, happy to take that.
Hey, Srivatsa, Jonathan here.
Hi, Jonathan.
Yeah, just had one question. So a lot of these ways of how we're trying to create FOMO or trying to increase the AOV and also offering like re-engaging customers to purchase, like all these are being, I feel like most of these are being done with the help of discount codes. What if a particular e-commerce business, their profit margin isn't that great, where they're not able to give that many discount codes for all of these workflows? So in that case, are there any alternatives that they can use other than discount codes?
In those cases, it becomes a lot more important to have these hyper personalized targeting. So we need to be then extremely choosy of whom do we want to target and how do we want to target. So messaging and communication becomes extremely important. Let's say these are businesses where the profit margins are relatively low. Then we are looking at having high average order values. Because if you have low profit margin and if you have low order values, then it's going to be a recipe for a disaster, because your logistics cost, your RTO costs, none of that can be recovered. So it becomes extremely important to ensure that we are targeting customers with high prior order values or high abandoned cart values only, because that's where we will then filter out audience whom we cannot target. So through that specific and focused targeting, you can look to improve conversions without giving discounts.
All right. Yeah. Makes sense. Thank you.
Any other questions, team? Yeah, Brinda.
Yes, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay. So I wanted to ask, all these are for the journeys, right? Everything is for any particular journey, like any kind of journey, but can these be also used in campaigns, which we do?
Yeah, absolutely. We can use that in campaigns as well. In campaigns, we can do it using Excel spreadsheets also, where we support a lot of variables. So
Yes.
brands do generate bulk discounts and they send it to different players. And even
Yeah.
their LTO templates that we saw as an example, that is
Mhm.
available even for campaigns.
Okay. And the countdown timer you mentioned,
Yes.
that one. Yes, that
Yes.
can also be done, right?
Yes, absolutely. Countdown timer
In
can be
campaigns.
done, yes, in campaigns. So basically, that will get
Okay.
grayed out after specific time for WhatsApp, and in email there
Yes.
can be the timer also.
Okay. Got it.
Hi, Srivatsa. I have a question.
Yeah. Hi, Vivek. Yes, please go ahead.
So, apart from, hit and trial by sending campaigns and understanding what the, you know, peak timings of the consumers are, like when they react or they click, is there an ideal timing? Because you have already worked with a lot of people, a lot of brands. So, is there a time period or where you think that, most of the consumers, be it like any segment, are,
Mhm.
most active, and the chances of like them receiving or engaging with the message is higher, as compared to other time?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. But this particular time varies across industries. But if we have to look at it from a, let's say, a very generalized perspective, 6 to 8 p.m. kind of works well for most times.
6 to 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Vivek. Okay, I think those were the questions. So anyway, thanks team, thanks everyone for joining. We'll keep running some webinars, so it'll be short, crisp. So request you all to join and share with us any questions that you may have. Uh, Once again, thanks for joining. So we'll share the deck and the recording over email.
Thank you, Srivatsa.
Thank you.